Well, here we are. Summer is waning and it's a cloudy day. It's not too hot, so I thought I'd come outside and give you a tour of our flowers that are all in bloom. It's just beautiful to walk out here. And we'll have at least another month, maybe two, of this. This here, we'll start off with my poor dahlia garden that I was supposed to take care of. It's not looking too bad. Anyway, up here is where my sister lives. And then we're going to take a walk down her path where my husband has done some beautiful landscaping. Here's what we call, maybe our desert garden. We have the aloe vera. There's the yucca plant. Some pretty flowers. Drift roses. This right here, this beautiful looking feathery small tree is something my husband found in a dump. And we planted it. And it's just beautiful. Some of our roses. And then we come down the path here. Here's the drift roses. We love these. Purslane they're called. They'll close up at night, but they're so beautiful during the day. My husband did all this rock work here. I'm just going to walk along here and show you. There's the yellow hibiscus. There's some more purslane. Just some birdhouses that I picked up along the way at the thrift shops. My daughter Margie just bought me this at our favorite thrift shop, which is God's Storehouse. I love it. Same with these two chairs. And they have the rose moss in it. Now the rose moss is usually in full bloom, but because it's cloudy today, not so much. Okay, I'm just gonna walk along. Here's the Sacred Heart. Look at that. The sweet potato vine, and then those are wave petunias. They're just bursting, flowing, beautiful. Here's Angelo's chicken buckets he needs to take down. And there's Angelo there, trying to fix the hose. And I showed you this in my other video, but here it's full bloom. It has what we call a Hawaiian pea, but it's actually a hyacinth bean growing up on the trellis. And then there's the petunia vine again. And our knockout roses this year didn't do too well. And then here's the little boy and girl, kind of, I guess you'd call it a bit of a well, maybe, or anyway, a centerpiece in the yard that Rosie, she was the supervisor and she had the guys build, but it's in full bloom right now. And there's a crabapple tree that I think we planted that last year. And you can see in the distance, there's the birdhouse for, what are those birds called, Angela? Oh yeah, purple martins. Purple martins eat a ton of mosquitoes, and they're quite pretty birds. I mean, they're black birds, but they glide quite nice. And there's our redbud trees that are in full bloom in the springtime. Okay, and our cucumbers, they're coming to the end of their season. We ate a ton of cucumbers this year. This nice wheelbarrow that Rosie planted with a sweet potato vine. Here's some more purslane. Okay, I'm just going to keep walking around. They just mowed here, so this part here is kind of a bit of a mess. They got to put the chairs back and the little picnic table. But there's our mandevilla vines, and they did so well this year. Okay. Now we'll go to our favorite spot, which is the Mary Garden. I'll take a quick peek over here first. I love my butterfly bushes. I have some in bouquets every time I pick a bouquet for the table. Okay, we'll go back over here and get back to the Mary garden. Here's where we sit to say our morning or night prayers. Usually just come out, one by one, say our morning prayers or night prayers. Now this is finally in full bloom. There's the wisteria on top there. It blooms 2 or 3 times a season. And I get a little bit closer and just see all the plants growing around her. We just got this little deer that we put in there, and then we have this little lady here, and the paint has come off. And then of course we have our special lady right there. And here's our tomatoes. They're huge. And our marigolds. And of course our zinnias. And then I'll just back up. Angela's going to water something there. Between him and Rosie, they keep this place beautiful. There's a little path. Very peaceful. So there you have it. A beautiful cloudy day, mid-August.